everyone. Um, this is for YouTube and hopefully for TikTok. I want to point out things that is really sad, really disrespectful. And I want to start off with someone named Paul Ramos, Paul Andrew Ramos, and his boss, claiming his name is Freddie Zelada. They all live in the San Gabriel Valley. I just want to be brief of Paul Ramos, what happened in 2016. I mean, it wasn't really technically a relationship what he did. He did a lot of drugs, and somehow I didn't want to tell my mom about it. If I did, she would have kicked him out of the house. Me and my mother took him in because we felt sorry for him. Of course, I met him in jail, which I literally regret. I shouldn't have done that. Should have left it alone. To be honest. To be God's honest truth. Because he had nowhere to go. Claiming that he wants a relationship, but it wasn't really a relationship. I let him borrow my vehicle. And half the times that he didn't want to respond to my phone calls, text messages, tell him bring the vehicle back. And something that I had to pay the registration, get the car smogged. Actually, it's an SUV. And get the oil change off of that. I'm trying to find the picture of the truck. Consider I call SUVs trucks. Let me find it. The thing is, we had several people telling him to stop. Stay home. Be safe than sorry. Literally, he was smoking crystal. Constantly. And I let him do it in my room. But when I did, I locked the door. So my mom will not come in and see what was he doing. As you can see, this is a 2007 Nissan Xterra. Ooh, hair. Sorry. I have bought this SUV at CarMax in 2009. I paid close to 20 grand for this car. And show you the picture on my phone. This is the vehicle. Good. It was in good condition. Excellent condition. Yeah, I let him borrow it. Didn't take care of it. Didn't take care of it. The engine ceased on itself. My mom had bought another vehicle, which was this vehicle. This is a '07 Nissan Maxima. Precious car. I let him borrow it for I let him borrow it for 1 day. That same morning, I was supposed to take my mom to the doctor's. I kept ringing his phone, ringing his phone, ringing his phone, ringing his phone, texting. No response. So something told me that this car had a low jack on it. I called the finance, no, not, yeah, my mom financed the car from Drive Time. We called in, they said there's a low jack on the car. I pull up the low jack information. The car was parked in Azusa. The car was parked in Azusa. Next thing you know, that the car was parked in a impound lot, and I'm like, and I drove over there myself. I said, where is this car? It couldn't be. And I'm like, till I found out later, he got arrested. He was sleeping in the car. Cop came around, saw him sleep in the car, knocked on the window. How I know this? Because I talked with that officer on the phone. Knocked on the car, knocked on the window. And guess what? Paul did not have his license. He had no license. No license, only ID. Because I got driver license. He didn't. And they impounded the car. And I'm like, what are you doing? We don't have that kind of money to be taking that car now. We couldn't pay on the car because it got impounded. And it affected my mom's credit because of him. We told him to bring the car back. He didn't listen. The officer told me they found a dope pipe on him. They found knives in the backpack, whatever he had. I'm gonna make a long story short. November of 2016. We told him to stay home for Thanksgiving, but he didn't do it. That same morning, I forgot what day, he stole the car. He stole the car. It was like a Honda Civic or something. Yeah. His sister told me about it. Led the police on a chase. Totaled the car to a parked car somewhere in Azusa. Resisted arrest, fought with the police. He had a gash on his head. He was on probation at the time. I kid you not. Calling my phone constantly. Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? I said, you know what? I can't help you. We told you. A former friend of his told him. I told him. My mom told him. He finally got sentenced to prison time for 3 years. And after that, I was done. I cut him off. Don't call me. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't ask me for packages to send him. Nothing. I didn't send him a darn thing, you know. I didn't send him a darn thing. I make a long story short. Literally, I'm gonna do a next video on a separate video. What happened to me and my mother. Our house got stolen, but anyways, I will make another video for that. Or I think I posted it, I'm not sure. Last year, he lent us his vehicle. It was a 2010 Acura TSX V6 version for like 2 months because I helped him replace the starter on that vehicle. I did him a favor, he did me I did him a favor for doing that, and he did me a favor for borrowing the vehicle. And he's using a red Toyota Prius for his work. And then we switched off to his Toyota Prius, and I drove his Prius and I did a little repair work. Did I get appreciation for that? No, I didn't. Not even for the Acura. I'm gonna tell you why. Now we switched to another vehicle, which was a 2003 Chevy Blazer, all messed up, beat up. And I had to do a lot of repairs for that car. 2 weeks later, after I borrowed that car, water pump went out. Water pump went out. Let me find a picture of what needs to be. I'm gonna show you something. Water pump went out because look what happened. That's the Chevy Blazer. Look all that coolant. Look all that coolant right there. All that coolant came out of that water pump. There's another hose. It had a hole right there that was belonging to the coolant line. One of the coolant lines. All that's all coolant. So, this is the original water pump. You see that hole right, excuse my finger, you see that hole right there? That hole busted. All the coolant went out of that hole. I have the receipt. I took a picture of receipts. Matter of fact, this is the whole, this is the new water pump. I had to take, this what need to be replaced as well. Thermostat, and I keep forgetting what that part is. That too, yeah. I had to take an Uber ride with my expense all the way from Lincoln Motel to O'Reilly Auto Parts. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I kept telling him, like I said, and plus the fuel system was messed up. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I put $50 worth of gas in that truck, and I drive that truck for $50 worth of gas, which goes to this way to close to full. As I pumping the gas, you gotta keep clicking it. It's like it's not like a regular car. You just hold it and put the thing, a metal piece on the handle pump, and just let it pump. But it didn't do this to the truck. You gotta keep clicking till you get your money's worth in that. I had my mechanic replace the purge valve canister. That didn't work. There was something else. I don't know what we replaced, the PCV valve, breather. It didn't work. So $50 worth of gas every time into that truck. So if I drive it for 5 to 10 miles, that gas gauge was going back to where it was before, to close to empty for driving it for 10 miles, because it was losing fuel. The fuel was evaporating so fast. And I kept telling Paul, I said, you need to fix this truck. You claiming that your boss rebuilt the motor and rebuilt everything. If you would rebuilt the motor, I wouldn't be spending my money on that truck. Much as I did DoorDash orders, that money, I broke even with that truck. I barely broke even with that truck. In 1 week of my DoorDash, I made about $400 something, and that was gone because of that truck. So I told Paul's roommate, I said, I can't do this. I have to end up lien selling this truck. And I'm in process of lien selling this truck because I got the VIN number of this truck. I got everything off this truck. The VIN number, I took the picture of the registration, VIN number, license plate, the name who belongs to Freddie Solano, which is Paul's boss. And now Paul's boss claiming that's his father's car. No, it's not. That's not his father's car. Because I went to the DMV. It came back to Freddie Solano, which is him, Paul's boss. Excuse me, I got an ice maker going. I got a lot of pictures. I'm gonna tell you one thing about something. Paul has a brother, Peter. Peter had a silver Prius. I gotta find that picture to that. Peter wrecked his car. No, Peter wrecked his own car, I'm sorry. He wrecked his own car. Drunk, belligerent, high on drugs. I got proof of that too. And tell me why that Paul lent his brother the Acura. Tell me why. Because being a dummy, knowing that his brother doesn't even know how to drive right, high or not. And I'm going to show, where's the picture? I have a lot of pictures on here. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Where did I put it at? There's so many on here. It was, oh, here it is. Unbelievable. Peter wrecked Paul's car. Irresponsible. This is the car. Same car I borrowed from Paul. He was on the 210 freeway, driving stupid. Swirled over for hitting he swerved over to the fast lane, preventing the hitting a car, and then he hit a car in front of him. When he slammed his brakes and hit the car in front of him, there was a truck that slammed his brakes and hit the back of him. Now me, I have a car. After that incident with Paul and his boss, took the truck back because I told Paul's roommate that I was gonna lien sell the truck because too much money was spent on that truck. I spent like close to $1,000. Oh, let you know. I'm gonna let Paul know. Paul, if you hear this, Paul, God has blessed me with a car. He did. Registered in my name, insured in my name. This car right here,